All right, so we talking Music City Bowl. We excited and we ready. Hey, this C&T Talking Tigers. Let's enter the Tiger Den, baby.
Oh, here you go.
This is C&T Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football. It's what we do. Welcome to the Tigers.
And we thank you for joining us once again for another episode of C&T Talking Tigers. Talking about football is what we do. Of course, I am Courtney Chandler. There is Tony Milford right there. We appreciate y'all for watching right here on YouTube, C&T Talking Tigers site. Make sure you subscribe to this site and make sure you also like and comment on this episode. And like always, make sure you follow us on IG, C&T Talking Tigers. Before I begin, let me just first I'll tell you all thank you, thank you, thank you. Last week episode was the second highest view episode we have ever had, was reaching over or probably already have reached 800 views already on YouTube. So thank you all so much for all that you have done and all the viewership on last week. We appreciate it, and we're gonna continue to keep it going even further. So thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Tony, how you feeling, man? This is bowl game week. How you feeling, brother?
Hey man, I feel good, man. This time last year we didn't have a game to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't have
True.
nothing to talk about this time last year. You feel me? So it feels good to have an extra episode. Last year after we did our recruiting episode, that was it. We was just waiting on February to see if we pulled a couple of, pulled a couple of strays in February, and we was getting ready for the spring, man. I mean, but now we got a chance to go 7-6 to officially have
Right.
a winning season. And Hugh Freeze's first season on the Plains. I mean, if you look back at it, man, there were some hits, there were some misses during the season, there was some what ifs, there was some almost, there was some my God, what happens. We ran the gambit of emotions during the season, and it all led back to a bowl game, being in a bowl game. That's not the Birmingham Bowl. Um, let's just put that out there. No disrespect to the
Shout
Birmingham
out to
Bowl,
my
but we
Troy
are,
Trojans that played in it, even though we lost. Shout out to my
even
Troy.
though they lost. But anyway, um, yeah, we ain't in the Birmingham Bowl. We stepped it up from there. We're in the Music
Right.
City Bowl, have an opportunity to go 7-6 and have a winning season. Hugh Freeze's first year on the Plains, and hopefully, in my estimation, this is going to be our worst season for the next 10 years. This will be our worst
Back,
season, hopefully
back.
going for the next 10, 15 years. Um, Hopefully Hugh is here for a long time. And we can ride him off into the sunset. You know what I mean? We got a good coach. No need to be jumping programs or looking for other coaches. We got a guy that can get it done. He's already showed us what he can do on the field. He showed us what he can do on the recruiting trail with this wonderful top 10 class that we have. No need of arguing over 6, 7, 8, 9. Just know we're in the top 10, a place we haven't been in a long time.
Facts.
So I'm excited, ready to talk about the two, the starting lineup for our Tigers going into this bowl game. Let's talk about our expectations and what we think is going to happen. And I'm looking forward to Saturday, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm super hyped, super looking forward to Saturday. Of course, like you said, it feels good to be back in the bowl game, to be playing in December and January. It feels good to be back. All right, so yeah, this break that talk about just kind of some of the old nuts and bolts. This game, of course, is going to be in Nashville. I want to make sure I got the name right of it. The Trans Perfect Music City Bowl, Nashville, Tennessee, at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 2 o'clock Eastern. On Saturday, it's gonna be on ABC. Auburn right now is has a 52.4% chance of winning this game, and while Maryland has a 47.6% chance of taking the dub. Auburn, of course, is 6-6. Maryland is 7-5. So we've heard a lot of different things. I think the biggest thing is we found out Um, Talia Tagovailoa will name, which was bodes well in our favor. I'll just put it that way. So this Tony, yeah, just looking at the lineup, just break it down for us. So what we should
Yeah, man.
expect in this game.
Well, of course, we're going back out with some of most of us, same cast of characters. Our quarterback is going to be Peyton Thorne, who completed 63% of his passes during the year for a pedestrian, measly, peasly 1,671 yards. Sounded more like a spectacular running back season than a quarterback. 15
Right,
touchdowns, 9 picks. He did add 520 yards on the ground with an extra 3 touchdowns. He was better on the ground towards the end of the season. He stunk it up passing throughout the year. I was not impressed with that. That's why I'm looking forward to Walker White showing up. But we're not going to go that route right now. We're just going to worry about the bowl game Saturday. At running back, Jarquez, once again, another guy who got better as the season progressed. Finished with 865 yards, 7 touchdowns. He'll be back there with the we got all our backfield mates. DeMario is going to be back there. He averaged over almost 5.5 yards per carry during the season. Brian Battie, who's a kickoff return extraordinaire. We're going to have the true freshman Jeremiah Cobb, who averaged over 5.5 yards per carry during the season. So we're going to be at full strength in the backfield. At tight end, our lead receiver, Rivaldo, all he does is catch touchdowns. Rivera, 33 catches, 350 yards, 6 touchdowns. He'll be there along with his on the other side, it'll be Luke Deal. When we're in 12 personnel, one running back, two tight ends for the novices out there. When I say 12 personnel, that just means one running back, two tight ends. We might see a little Michael Riley Ducker during the game because we're going to see some young guys get to play. At wide receiver, we did have some guys leave out, so we're gonna, which is an addition by subtraction. If you ask me, this is gonna be the same route I feel like we took when Chris Davis and Nico Thorpe and all those boys graduated. I told everybody we will be better in the secondary by those guys leaving. The guys that are leaving us at receiver, we will be better at receiver by those guys leaving. So at receiver, we'll have Caleb Burton, the Ohio State flip that we got a couple years ago. He only caught 11 balls, but he averaged 13.5 yards per catch. Jay Fair is going to be out there. He caught 2 touchdowns. I don't want to talk. I won't mention Corey Moore. He's still on my naughty list for what he did in the Iron Bowl. We're going to see a lot of Cam Brown. We're going to see some Shane Hooks, who scored 2 touchdowns. Look out for Nick Mardner to make an appearance down towards the red zone. Those will be our receivers. The offensive line, Dylan Wade and Gunnar Britton on the left side. Cam Stutz and Xavier Miller on the right. Avery Jones and Connor Lew. Look for Connor Lew to play a lot as center during this game, as we will be transitioning to the future. That's what those are gonna be our starters on offense. We're gonna look to run the ball against Maryland pretty well. So look for a lot of that read option with Peyton and Jarquez and DeMario and Jeremiah. Look for those guys to get going. We all know Robbie's in the portal, so it's gonna be a lot of Peyton Thorne on Saturday. Won't be many packages for the other quarterback. Holden probably won't get in very much unless we get to blowing these guys out and just want to get Holden some burn. So that's what we'll be looking for. I'll be looking for, like I said, I'll be looking for a lot of runs and Rivaldos. I want to see what these other receivers can bring to the table outside of the guys that we lost that we had out there for the majority of the season. Mainly probably Javaris Johnson, J.R. Shorter, those guys like that. And so, that's what we're gonna have on offense. When we go to defense, Keldrick Faulk's gonna get to start at end. Our defense during the season was pretty good. It was solid. It was a pretty solid defense. We did a lot. We was a bend but don't break type style. We played, as much as they played as well as they could for being on the field as much as they were. Keldrick Faulk was stout against the run during the season, 33 tackles. Justin Rogers is going to be in the middle again at the nose. Him and Jay Jones rotating in and out on that. Of course, the best player on defense all season to me was Marcus Harris. He's going to give us one more game with his 7 sacks. On the other edge, at the jack, we got Jalen McLeod. He had 44 tackles, 5.5 sacks. Seemed like he had more sacks than that because he lived in that backfield a lot. He made
Yeah.
tackles for loss in the run game. He was around the ball a lot, especially towards the end of the season. Towards the end of the season, I felt like a lot of guys got better. Look for Elijah McAllister to get in some. He had 2 sacks on the year. Middle linebackers, of course, going to be Austin Keys and Larry Nixon. Those guys held it down most of the year. At weak side linebacker, of course, Eugene Asante. 80. That guy was a Swiss Army knife. He was everywhere. He had 80 tackles. He had 5 sacks. I think he had an interception, a couple of pass breakups. Him and Marcus Harris were everywhere this year. And looking forward to seeing those guys, come back next year. Look out for Cam Riley. Cam Riley's going to get a lot of burn. He'll be playing a lot of linebacker next year, too, next season. He had 25 tackles, 2.5 sacks on the season in limited play. When we go to the back end, we lost some guys that left and some guys transferred. So at that field corner, it's going to be Kayan Lee. He's going to get his first start of the year. Look forward to him at the field corner. He will be man in that position all of next year, hopefully. He had 2 PBUs during the season. Look for Colton Hood to get a little burn on that side, too. On the boundary corners, of course, going to be Nehemiah. Nehemiah's been holding down that boundary corner for a couple of years. He's going to get his last game in with us before he goes to the NFL. Look for J.D. Rim, who had an interception during the season. Look for him to take Nehemiah's place. Also at the star position, that'll be Keontae Scott, Auburn favorite. Keontae wears a lot of hats for Auburn. He returns punts as well. Look forward to Keontae being back there. Jalen Simpson at free.
The real number 0, not
the real number 0. Yeah, the real number 0. Jalen Simpson at free safety. We all know and love Jalen. 4 PBUs on the season, 4 interceptions to lead the team with a pick 6 early in the season. Look for Caleb Wooden to get a little burn when Jalen needs a break. Also look for Caleb Wooden to take over get a lot of more playing time next year too. So look for those guys. Zion Puckett. Weak side safety, Zion Puckett.
Your least favorite player.
Not one of my favorite guys right now. But he had 2 PBUs and an interception on the season. Not gonna be too hard on Zion. We're not gonna rehash those moments. But yeah, those are the guys that are gonna take the field first for us on defense. Of course, special teams. Brian Batiste, our kickoff guy, he does an excellent job all season. He did an excellent job all season. Look forward to him to do the same during the bowl game. My man Oscar Chapman, the Big O, 45 yards per punt during the season. He was really consistent. But our best player on special teams all year was hands down the freshman Alex Mack, redshirt freshman Alex Mack. He was 1,000%. He was 1,000%. He didn't miss a kick. He didn't miss an extra point. He didn't miss a field goal. He was Mr. Automatic. So, those are the guys that are going to take the field for us as the starters on Saturday. A lot of familiar names that we saw all year. Receivers are gonna be a little different look. Hopefully, we get the different results. We don't get as many drops, and we get some guys to get open. We're heading towards the future with the guys like Keldrick Falk getting the start. Can Lee. Look for Caleb Woods, J.D. Rim, Colton Hood. Look for those guys. Cam Riley. Look for those guys to get a lot of burn. Like I said, Connor Lew. Michael Riley Duck, all those guys, man. Look for those guys to get a lot of burn on Saturday. Those are going to be the guys to take the field. We know what to expect. We know what we want from those guys. We know what we should get. I'm looking forward. I want to see the preparation that Hugh put in, to see a little more coaching from his part for these next couple of weeks that we had off leading up to the bowl game. I expect us to come out crisp, sharp, and to attack and execute. Now, on the other side of that, Courtney, let's talk about Maryland. We said 2 of his little brothers not going to play. Their best defender, I forgot his name, but he's not going to play. He's opting in for the draft. But they got their leading rusher. I forgot his last name, Hemby, 663 yards, 4 touchdowns. His backup, McDonald, had 283 yards. So their 2 leading rushers will be there. They had 3 really good receivers. Jones, 53 catches, 747 yards, 4 touchdowns, Felton, 48 catches, 723 yards, 6 touchdowns. Prater, 4 touchdowns, 600 yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, 40 something, 41 catches, 609 yards, 5 touchdowns. So they got some experience at receiver. But the two quarterbacks, top two guys on the depth chart that are going into this bowl game combined for, if I'm not mistaken, 14 passes during the season combined between the two. So that's going to play into our advantage, having those two inexperienced quarterbacks take the snaps. They weren't very consistent at kicker. Kicker was 12 for 18 on the season. On defense, Donnell Brown with their jack. Yeah, he was like maybe our version of Eugene Asante. He had 3 sacks. He had 2 pass breakups. He had 2 picks. Their free safety, Dante Trader Jr., 52 tackles, 3 PBUs, 2 picks. They had a weak side linebacker, Frank Gauthier. He had 2.5 sacks with a pick. Their strong safety had 69 tackles, 4 breakups. He had a pick. They had a nickelback, Glendon Miller. He had 3 picks. Quayshawn Fuller was a young edge rusher of theirs. He had 3 sacks. Those were the highlights of their defense. 3 sacks for this guy, 2.5 sacks here, 3 sacks there, 3 picks here, pick there, 2 picks there, 2 picks there. So they got some guys that make some plays on the ball. Had a few guys that got to the quarterback. I won't say they really get to the quarterback, but they got to the quarterback with their leading sack man only having 3. Well, 2 guys with 3 sacks, a couple other guys with 2.5. So that's what Maryland's bringing to the table. Inexperience at quarterback, but they're bringing the rest of their leading skill guys back. But if you don't have the right man pulling the trigger, that's going to be tough. Not really afraid of not worried about their kicker. He wasn't very consistent. He missed 6 kicks during the season. Their defense was it's shaky. It's a Big Ten defense. It wasn't all that. They're pretty well coached on offense, but without Tua's little brother being there, I don't know how effective they're going to be. So it's going to be a good game. They were 7-5 this year. We were 6-6. We very well should have been 8-4. I think we should have really realistically been 8-4.
Yeah.
We should have won we should have won the last 2 games of the season. Or maybe we should have been 75 because New Mexico State whooped us pretty good. So I'm going to say we earned that ass whooping. So I'm going to take that back. Maybe we should have been 75 also because New Mexico State just flat out whooped our ass. I'm just going to put it to you like that. I'm sorry. That wasn't it. Yes, by name.
You said it right the first time.
Yeah.
They would have been 7. We should have been 8-4. You said it right.
Yeah, but by name, we should have whooped New Mexico State, but them boys came out there and put a whooping on us. Now there's no reason, there's no rhyme or reason that should have happened with the players that we have, the coaches that we have. So you're right, we should have been 8-4, but I mean, we should have won those last 2 games of the season. We should have finished 8-4. That would have been we really would have been. We probably would have been playing on Sunday instead of Saturday. So, Monday. We would have been playing on New Year's somewhere instead of. But I'm happy to be in a bowl game. I feel like this is a game that we should win. We haven't earned the right to go out and mail a bowl game in. We're looking to identify. We're looking to have an identity and make a name. And if Hugh Freeze is the coach that I think he is, and I assume he is, and that he's shown himself to be, we should come out ready. We should come out well prepared. We should come out rested, ready to execute, and we should be hungry to get this 7th win of the season. And for those guys who's going to be their last game in the Auburn uniform, the Luke Deals, the Marcus Harrises, go out with a winning season, man. Say your last year at Auburn, you went out a winner. Your last game at Auburn, you went out a winner. So, with all that being said, I'm looking for a win on Saturday. I rarely have Auburn losing. I rarely pick us to lose.
Toney has only picked Auburn to lose against Georgia ever since we started the show. That's the only team he for sure has picked.
Three straight years, baby. 3 straight years, baby. 3 straight years.
Not been wrong.
I have not been wrong.
Neither have I.
I get that one. I get that one right every time.
Every time, every
I
time,
get that one right
every
every
time.
time, man. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm looking forward for a good game. I'm glad to see us in a bowl game. I'm glad for us to still be playing. We don't have to watch everybody else. And with that being said, I think we will win this game handily. I think we're going to impose our will. We're going to show Maryland that we're an SEC team. They're a big team. They're more of a basketball school than a football school. So with that being said, I'm looking for us to I'm looking for a 31-14 Auburn win in the Music City Bowl.
I like that. I like that.
The trans perfect, and that ain't got nothing to do with the LBGQ, whatever y'all is. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
Lord Jesus. All right, we got one comment here, and that's from Cam. Said Jarquez needs 135 yards to get 1,000-yard rushing. Feed him. I think they will.
Cam, you
They will
Cam,
feed
you
him.
good at math. You pretty good at math, boy.
Well, he an alpha man. We good at everything. Man. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I think this should be a pretty handily easy game. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but I think Auburn take care of business in this game. Just when you don't have your star quarterback who's the Big Ten all-time passing leader, I mean it's gonna make a big difference in that game. And from what I'm hearing from the other guys that's backing up him, they are not at the level of Tua's little brother. One of these days gonna get
Especially these guys didn't even get no burn during the season.
no burn, no burn.
These guys got when you combine for 14 pass attempts between two people, it's not gonna be a good look.
Which tells me two things that they were in a lot of close games or they didn't have a lot of confidence in their backup when they
It's
won.
probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I want to say Maryland started off 4-0 or
Hot. They
5-0.
started out hot. Yeah, they started out
Yeah.
hot.
And then they got beat by Ohio State and I think they started crashing down. So
But when it came
um
back to earth.
yeah. Which I mean the talent compared, yeah, I can see it. So yeah, so I got Auburn winning this one. You said 31-14.
Yeah,
I'm going to say I think Auburn can get. I think they can get 35. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Mac Pearson don't have to use his leg none in this game. So I'm gonna say 35. I'm gonna say 35-10. I don't think their offense is gonna be able to do enough to
me
keep them
either.
in the game. So I think they probably get that 10 just in the mop up, probably late in the fourth quarter. Just something, when Auburn having, their backup defense in and so I'm gonna say 35-10, but I think Auburn takes care of business. Now Auburn, look, I said that last time when y'all played New Mexico State and y'all made me look like a fool. So
Anyway, they made us all look stupid.
they made us all look real stupid because we said they were gonna drop 50 and 60. So it
I'm
made me
talking
look
about
like
we didn't get New Mexico State no kind of love. We didn't
yeah,
even talk about who they had on their team.
nope,
We ain't cover no stats, no coaches. We was like, oh, this money in the bank right here. I said I'd never do that again. That's why I went and faded. I went there. Look, let me go find out about Maryland. Cause
yeah,
I never disrespect nobody else like that again, unless we playing A&M or State or somebody like that.
yeah, and even them,
But outside of that, I ain't never doing nobody else like that.
But yeah, we ate. We had not a crow for that. Well, we ain't
I'm
eating
talking
our
about
crow.
we had all the crow, boy. Didn't have no
Yeah,
hot sauce, no bread or nothing to drink to go with it neither.
man. I'm still trying to forget that game. I'm trying to forget that one as much as the Alabama game.
Yeah, them last two games of the season, boy. I'm like Will Smith on Men in Black, boy. Hit that little button. I don't remember nothing.
Trying to erase it out my
Jesus
memory.
Christ.
I
I'm
can never
telling you,
have.
Courtney, you got you a new pullover on over there, don't you?
Well, it ain't new. I just busted out. This
But
is
I ain't seen that one now, boy.
yeah. I ain't seen that shirt you got on.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. I ain't
We got
never
on.
seen them.
We got on
Shout
new.
out,
We got on new
shout
merch.
out to Nicole and my mama say, "Mom, Brittany got me a new shirt, man." You know what I'm saying? She bought me
His
a new
old
shirt.
lady got him a new shirt.
Yeah, she got me a new shirt for the bowl game, man. You know, for the bowl game podcast. She said I had to get a new one.
She gonna have it looking right.
Yeah, she even got me a pullover too. She said, because if y'all win the bowl game, y'all gonna have to do another one. So I said, you know what, you right.
Look at that. She as they say in the church, she a good one. She a good
She a
one.
good one, boy.
Good one.
She a good one.
She a good one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, we got to work on. We're gonna eventually have our own merch, you know what I'm saying? We working on that.
Thanks.
Just wait on it. Just wait on it.
Thanks.
We see y'all, some of y'all in here. Y'all want to comment, feel free.
Yeah, man, any comments, any predictions on the bowl game Saturday,
Yeah.
feel free to speak your mind.
Forever hold your peace. Forever hold it. You know.
Hey man, shout out to the to Hugh and them boys for still doing a little work after signing day. You saw we picked up the lineman
Antonio Coleman.
Yeah, Cohen, yeah.
Yeah. And we got Favorite Evans.
Yeah, we picked up Antonio Coleman from down there for Maryland, which was a Bama flip, which also is going to lead to another Bama flip from Maryland in February. Remember, I said that.
Mr. Ryan Williams.
Ryan Williams, baby. That ain't never the old package deal. That's his partner down there. And word on the street. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Cam. We flipped his partner last week. And word on the street. They said they talking to that old that UT commit they got down there in Sarah Lane. They said they talking to him too. They go Brittany, y'all. Courtney was talking about my new shirt I got on for the show. I told him you said I had to have a new shirt for the bowl game. And the pullover for the wing.
Right there. You a good woman, Brittany. You got my man looking nice out here.
Well, thank you, Courtney. I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah. Got him looking nice out here.
Yeah. But yeah, man. And then that Cohen boy, Evan Cohen, I like him, boy. Hugh Freeze, them boys dangerous. And that's not even getting started on that 25 class.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a monster already.
In the 7 and in this class, just imagine what 25 gonna look.
That 25 class gonna be nasty. Them boys is dog, boy. That's a top 5 class right now already.
Yeah, if we can get Ryan Williams, that probably put us number 1 or 2, top 3.
But you know, Ryan Williams reclassified for 24 though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It could make us top 3 if we get Ryan.
He gonna put us top 5. I'm talking about, but right now, 25 class sitting at number 5 already.
Yeah.
Hugh Freeze, baby. Get ready. Top 5, top 10 classes every year.
Yep. Now what you know is Hugh, you know.
It's Hugh, you know.
Hugh, you know.
And see, people got to remember, you got to realize, when you start stacking, the last year class was a top 25, top 20 class. Then you turn around and stack a top 10 class on top of that. You stack a top 5 class on top of that. You just turn around and stack another 5, 10 class on that, another top 5, 10. That's how you become a dominant program and you win year in and year out. That's how you become Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan. You know, the guys that are up there consistently every year. That's how you become those guys. You recruit, you coach, and you develop. Texas A&M, they got the recruiting part down, but for some reason the coaching and the development didn't take shape. That's why Jimbo's no longer there with all those superstars that he brought in last year. He had the recruiting part down, Pat. The coaching and the development didn't take shape. Right now, he was showing you he can do the recruiting. He also can do the coaching and development. That's what we're looking for. I hope you watch the Heinz. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm definitely happy about that. And picked up a couple of other guys. Shout out to the little slot receiver, that Dylan Gentry boy that we got from Central Phoenix City that was part of the Cam Coleman package. We appreciate you for coming through too.
Oh, we got another kicker too. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Ray
Oh
Magoo,
man,
them grandson Magoo.
yeah,
Towns
Magoo.
Magoo.
Yeah, we
Towns
got
Magoo, the
Magoo
number
too.
one kicker. I think he's the number one kicker in the nation.
Yeah, I forgot about Alice Magoo.
He's a 5-star kicker.
Well, we
Well,
don't
you
have no
know,
problem.
when you
We
had
don't
the
have no
Carson
problem
boy,
when Matt Pearson left. When Matt Pearson leave.
when Matt Fizzin leave, boy, we're gonna be straight because we're gonna red shirt Magoo next year.
Hmm.
And Mac will be in his red shirt sophomore year. So either Mac can give us 2 more years or whatever. All I know is when he leave, we in good hands. We in good foots.
To
we in good standing at the kicker position for the next 3, 4, 5 years moving forward with Alex McPherson and Towns Magoo.
yeah, yeah, we gonna be good. We gonna be good all the way
Man,
around.
I'm
All the way
looking
around.
forward, man. I'm looking forward. I'm happy about right now, but the future is so much brighter, man. Because when these guys become sophomores and juniors, man, and we're bringing in that 25 class behind them, and they sophomores, and then the 20. Man, this is going to be what a time to be. What a time to be an Auburn fan.
It's gonna be reload. Not
That's all we're gonna do, baby. Reload the clip.
ain't gonna be no going to the transfer portal to get all these players. And hey, we already got them. Reload,
Reload, baby.
reload,
Lock, stock, and barrel, baby. Reload. Ah, keep
reload.
shooting. Keep shooting, Hugh. Keep shooting, baby.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, listen, we gonna wrap it up. That's all about tonight. We appreciate y'all for watching us again here on C&T Talking Tigers. Of course, you continue to follow us on Instagram, C&T Talking Tigers, and also on YouTube here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, C&T Talking Tigers. Also, make sure you share this with your friends, share this with your other Auburn fans that we are on YouTube and we're trying to grow our numbers and we're trying to engage more. So make sure you share this episode. We appreciate it. And we appreciate you taking out the time on your Wednesday night watching. Tony, you know how we
Ladies
end
and
it.
gentlemen, before I hit you with my usual out the door spiel, I want to say look for us in the spring. And when we do,
Yep.
I know we got a couple of more shows coming up. We're gonna do our if we win this bowl game, we're gonna do a show. If we don't win, we'll see y'all in February.
Yeah, we'll,
But
we'll
we
see.
we plan to have a show next week to wrap the season up. Put a bow on it after the bowl game. Then we'll see
Right.
y'all in January. I mean in February. You know what I'm saying? If we get some big names, we get a big flip. We'll be here in February. And in the spring, when we do our spring training, spring football edition, we will be able to find us not only on YouTube, but we're gonna make our way to Spotify. I had people asking me when talking to me about the show during the holidays. Too many people asked us about being on Spotify. They say they want us to get so. When we relaunch in the spring, baby, look for us on YouTube, and you can watch us on YouTube, and you can listen to us on Spotify. We gonna make some moves. C&T Talking Tigers. We going up. We only can go up from here. So we're just trying to grow. We appreciate everybody from the very first
Bros.
episode. Oh, my bad.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
you back with it.
we're just trying to go up. We appreciate everybody. Like I said, we'll be on Spotify in the spring. You'll be able to watch us on YouTube. You can hear us on Spotify. We appreciate everybody from the very beginning, from the very first show to the show you're watching now. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Sharing your nights with us, listening to us, engaging with us, subscribing, following, sharing, whatever you've done to support us. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. And you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, like Hov said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. And we appreciate that. And I quote a lot of people. Russell Simmons. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. And as always, whoa.
Oh,
Eagle.
Eagle!
Hey.
Hey! All right, we'll see y'all next week. Y'all take it easy.
Look at we got them